Hi guys, before you go into the live, I thought I'd just tell you about the fundraiser that I'm doing for my granddad in memory of him. I am running 65k in 13 days, 5k every day, and every single kilometre that I do is a year that my granddad was dementia free, Alzheimer's free. It was a horrible illness, took him away from us too soon. He was my best mate. So yeah, it's a tough task. I'm training for it at the moment. So yeah, I'm starting on the 16th of November and it'll be going for 13 days from then. It's going to be a tough, hard challenge, but I know that it'll be a good one because all the money that I do make will be going towards Alzheimer's research to try and find a cure for this horrible disease that took my granddad away from me. There will be a GoFundMe page going out on Monday the 9th of November, so whenever you're watching this, I imagine it'll be up. So yeah, the link will be in the description of this live that you're watching now. So if you could donate even £1, it'll mean so much to me, and I know it would mean so much to my granddad if you could see the people donating for him, and also I know it'll mean a lot to the guys at Alzheimer's Research to try and find a cure. So yeah, thank you guys, and if you can donate, the link will be in the description. Enjoy the live, guys.
Good evening, all. Matt here, mcfcfantv, and welcome to Thursday evening's live vlog. And I brought Tom along with me. Tom, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah. So as you just seen there, my video was just played. I've smashed the target. We're nearly at £1,000 now. So I can't believe the target that I set was £300, and we've nearly, tripled that. It's amazing. So, and also just so everybody knows, I know it says on that video that every pound counts. So there's a Just Giving page out now as well as the GoFundMe page. As the GoFundMe page was a minimum of a £5 donation. I understand a lot of people with COVID and stuff don't have that sort of money to give around. So there is a Just Giving page out now, so that's £1 donation minimum. So if I could get a little bit on there as well, I'd be much appreciated, and it's all going to the same cause.
There you go, absolutely brilliant cause. He did set out a £300 target. Tell everyone where you're at, mate.
So at the moment I'm at £860, but with some cash coming in and bits and bobs in the next few days, that will be guaranteed £960, and we've still a lot of people coming to donate as well, including my granddad's old business, hopefully. So hopefully we can hit the £1,000 mark before the weekend, or even at the weekend, or whenever, because I never expected to get £1,000. So I can't believe it. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get to that great landmark.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely tremendous. Please give as little as you can. Or give as much as you can, but if it's £1, it all matters. And the links are in the description below for both the GoFundMe and the Just Giving. They're both in there for Tom. What I'm going to do is we're going to say a few hellos. Levi Greenwood, hello, how are you? Noah Pearson, hello, how are you, buddy? Jack Lee's in. Sean is in as normal. Ocean Rage, how are you, buddy? Nehemia says, sorry for your loss, mate. Feel very sad for you.
Cheers, mate.
Andy Blue Moon, hi, Martin and Tom. Hope you're both safe and well. Well
as can be.
Well. Doopy's in. Hi, hello, mate. Well done, Tom. Keep up the good work, buddy, says Jack Lee.
Thank you, mate.
Blue Art, good evening, Martin, and good evening, Tom. Hello, Blue Art. How are you doing, buddy? Well done, Tom. Keep it going, mate. Your granddad will be so proud.
Cheers, mate.
I will try and donate at some point. There you go. And the Formidables, hi all. Hello. What we're going to do tonight, I thought we'd have a little bit of a chat about internationals and the absolute crippling injury lists. That's not just happening at Manchester City, but it's happening up and down the Premier League. And as the thumbnail said, players are human beings. And right now they're being treated like the robots. Pieces of meat, whatever you want to say, they're being treated in a way that is borderline negligence, really. I would even go that far to say it really is. I did miss out on your joke, Noah. I'll come back to it in a minute, but I didn't think doing a joke was quite right at the time we were talking about Tom's situation. Time and a place, Noah. Time and a place, mate. And this isn't a big debate about internationals and are they really great and everything else. This is more of a debate of the situation we're in right now in the world. Nathan Aki went down again last night. Lasted all of 6 minutes. Played for Holland before he pulled his hamstring. He has come out on Twitter and talked to people and said he hopes to be back soon. But I read somewhere that while he was at Bournemouth, he got injured twice in 2 years. At Manchester City, he's been injured twice in 2 weeks, which just tells you. Now, that people slag off our physios and our medical staff. It's not our medical staff. Right now, we are in a global pandemic, and they are being asked to play every 3 days. The season started over a month late, probably, 5 or 6 weeks later than it normally would. So we are in a situation where we're playing catch-up all the time. Nothing was changed. No cup games were lowered. No cup games were stopped. We are going at full capacity right now. And it's having an effect on players. It really, really is. Tom, before I'm going to go into it, because I have got some stats, I am going to go through each club and why each player is actually out. And you'll be amazed. The average is about 5 players to 6 players out right now per club. Not just per club. The average is about 5 players out. And we ain't talking fringe players. We're talking the superstars are out. And some of them, I'll even go as far as say they're bordering on going out, because I don't care what anyone says. KDB's bordering on being injured. Yeah. So, Tom, what do you think?
Well, when I first saw that internationals were coming back for this period of time, I was shocked. I understand why the European qualifiers have been done, because that's obviously still going ahead next year. But for example, England are playing Ireland tonight in an international match, a friendly. What is the need for that? These players are human beings who, for a living, play football. I understand that, but to be asked to play so much over a short, but so many games with only 1 or 2 days rest is ridiculous. And Nathan's obviously gone down injured last night, and 6 minutes. It's a big example. 2 injuries in 2 seasons at Bournemouth, and now he's picked up 2 in 2 weeks, like you've just said, Martin. A player of that caliber wouldn't have done that in a normal environment with enough rest. The fact that he's coming back, and obviously maybe it is to do with maybe he's not getting enough play time and things like that as much as he did before, and it's not used to him or something like that. But the thing is, with anybody, Trent went down the other day against us, and you know what? I felt bad for the guy, because I don't wish anybody injuries on anybody. But it was just another example. He was running along as he normally would do, and he twinged, his calf goes. And it's just another example. And it's getting it's annoying, because it's spoiling the game. It's spoiling the game where it doesn't look stupid when these 5 substitutions were brought in last season, because you saw less injuries, and you had the top boys like Carragher and Neville who were complaining of it, but he was there for a reason, to prevent the injuries. And why do you think that in the Champions League, there's much less injuries in the Champions League games than there are the Premier League games? And that is because there's 5 substitution rule, because that is bringing a little bit of ease to the team, or any team that's playing in the Champions League, because it gives you a chance to rest players, bring new players in. And the fact the Premier League took that away was quite disrespectful in a way. But going back to the internationals, it's stupid. It's stupid. Other than the European qualifiers, there shouldn't be any international games whatsoever. It's like Portugal played Andorra last night and beat them 7-0. What did they get out of that? There's nothing other than probably risk of injury. Yeah. Luckily, Cancelo, Diaz, and Bernardo haven't got injured in that. Especially Cancelo and Diaz. If they'd got injured in a pointless game against Andorra, that's when the anger comes out, doesn't it? And Ake, he played last night for 6 minutes. Did he really need to come on? It's ridiculous, really.
Well, here's one fear. If you get injured after 6 minutes, pulling your hamstring, you're pulling your hammy in 6 minutes. I'd probably come back and argue you weren't fit to go on that pitch in the first place.
Exactly. And, we take those precautions with our players. Jesus even said in an interview that he did recently that he knew he wasn't fit to come back, even though, Pep said in his press conference that he was coming back. The players know if they're ready or not. But Ake obviously felt the need to play, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was just wanted to get a bit of a run out because he's just come back. And it's obviously come back and, haunted him a little bit. So we'll see with Ake and the length. But it's not good, is it? It's not good. It's a serious problem throughout football.
Yeah. Andy Blooming says, I agree with Tom. To play 3 internationals in 5 days, ridiculous. Play the 2 nation games. Why ever friendly?
It's pointless. And even Harry Maguire scored in the friendly. So it shows you how bloody rubbish it is.
Carter Walsh, fixture is too crowded, absolute shambles. Louis Sart's #1 fan, 5 real benefits City due to them. No, it doesn't. That's garbage. OJ, international farce. Yeah, that's what we've called it. But Andy Blooming makes a really good point here. Pep was asking for a 5 sub rule, but only used 1 on Sunday. So I do get on the other side of the argument there what Andy says. Pep's bitching about this 5 sub rule and then just rolls out 1 sub on Sunday.
He doesn't have 5 subs to make, does he? That's the thing.
Well, with the 3. It doesn't matter whether he had 3, 4, 5. He made 1.
Yeah.
So in a way, and what made me laugh about that is he did say with Klopp at the end of the game, he had a little chat with him about the substitute rule and everything else. You made 1 sub. You can't go bitching to other managers and you make 1 substitution. That to me doesn't make sense. And anyone who's got a set of eyes, UKDB was not 100% by the end of the Liverpool game.
He hasn't been 100% for a few weeks, I don't think.
Well, I said it on last week and I said it the week before. I think he's either carrying an injury or he's on the verge of an injury.
Yeah, 100%.
He's just not fit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the list. I've got it here. Now, Arsenal right now. Questionable. Obviously, these are the ones that they're not sure of. Reece Nelson is out, we know. Martinelli is out. Marie is out. Callum Chambers are out. They're long term. But then we can look at Burnley, for example. They've got Phil Bardsley out, COVID. Ben Mee, thigh injury. Jack Cork, ankle. Eric Peters, calf muscle. Then we go on to Chelsea, when I can get it up. Pulisic, hamstring. Kai Havertz, COVID, out. Crystal Palace, James Thompson, Tariq Mitchell, James McCarthy, thigh. Gary Cahill, calf. Nathan Ferguson is out. Luka Milov, he's suspended though. Wayne Hennessy is out for a long time. Joe Ward, groin. Everton, James Rodriguez, groin. Braithwaite, ankle. Andre Gomez, knee. Seamus Coleman, thigh. Ben Godfrey, thigh. McCarlison suspended. Mason Holgate, ankle. That's half of. No wonder Everton have started going downhill. Fulham, Lamina out. Kenny Tete, calf. Kamara, he's suspended. Congola, foot. Onoma, he's undisclosed, I don't know. Leeds, Rafinha, his ankle. Rodrigo, COVID, he's out. Then we go on to Leicester. Johnny Evans, Soyuncu, out. He's done his adductor. Johnny Evans has done his back. Castanga's done his thigh. Ricardo Pereira, knee. That's their whole back line gone.
Yeah.
Leicester's whole back line has gone. Johnny Evans, Soyuncu, Castanga, Pereira, all out.
It's the same, isn't it, with a lot of teams.
Groin. Daniel Amata, thigh. Then we hit Liverpool.
This is bad, isn't it?
Man. Diego Jota, out with a knock. Joel Matip, don't know. Thiago, out. Van Dijk, knee. Chamberlain, Oxlade-Chamberlain, knee. Fabinho, hamstring. We've also now got Joe Gomez, looks like the rumours are he snapped his ACL and he's out for the whole season. And I can go on with Aguero at City, Benjamin Mendes, Fernandinho, Nathan Ake. You've got United, Alex Tevez, COVID, Jesse Lingard, Victor Lindelof, and go on and on and on and on and on. These are not squad players. West Ham have got Antonio out. I could go through them all, and I'll be there forever. These are not squad players going out. These are first team players dropping. So I mean, Tom, what do you think of that list? Because I read that list and I was like, wow.
Well, you've just read a lot of teams there up to obviously a certain point, and I can name at least 3 of those injuries of every single team that create a difference for the positive of every single team that you've just named. You know, you've got Leeds there with the striker Rodrigo. Look at Leicester. They've got near enough the whole back 4 end of the CDM out, which is crazy. You know, look at Liverpool. Obviously, 2 unfortunate injuries with Van Dijk and Gomez, but, you know, you've named a lot there. A knock, groin injury. You know, there's a lot of tears and strains and, you know, ruptures of different ligaments and all sorts. And it is sad to see because you don't want it to be like that, do you? You want every single player to play football, do what they're doing for a living. You don't wish anybody to be injured, no matter if they play for United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Villa, anybody. But a lot of those players that you've named are also up for international football. And the fact that they have to still go and play the games at international football, such as playing 2 weeks of international football. Now, a lot of the players that obviously that are injured, but that list, I can imagine within the first 2 or 3 weeks back after the international break will get bigger because there's no rest for these players. And that's what's bad about it, because there's no rest. They're not having any rest whatsoever. When they're not playing Champions League football, they're having a day's rest, not even 24 hours rest before they're back in training. If you're playing Carabao Cup football, FA Cup football, you know, that's coming up soon. That's FA Cup will be coming back for the Premier League sides. So that's even more. So you look at a team like us, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Spurs, Leicester, whoever else is in the European competitions. They'll be playing on a Thursday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then a game on Saturday or Sunday, then again on Tuesday, Wednesday in the FA Cup or the Carabao. And it's getting to a point where none of these players are going to have any, you know, support, any rest. And it's going to get to a point where it'll look like a youth team. It will, because we've got no other team. We played Liam Delap and Cole Palmer over a certain period. That was because we had first team players out. By right, we shouldn't really be doing that. By right, but it was good to see him. But we shouldn't really be doing that because you should have a full strength squad. Now I understand in a normal season hamstrings go there, and you know every now and again. But you know, having lists of players like that, the list that you've just read out, Martin, that should be over the whole league. You know, maybe the whole 4 English divisions, the amount of injuries there.
I'll use Everton. Everton were top of the league and flying.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at their injury list, like I said, James Rodriguez is the groin, Braithwaite ankle, Andro Gomez knee, Seamus Cole thigh. You've got Richarlison, he's suspended, fair enough. Mason Holgate. They're like front players going bye-bye, and we wonder why they're falling off a cliff.
Exactly.
The one that shot me.
Yeah.
Their backline out the door. Johnny Evans, Soyuncu, Castaga, Ricardo Pereira, all out. They've
got no defence.
So, where on earth? It just amazes me. We've got us with Aguero. Aguero does the okie dokie at the minute. He's in out.
Exactly.
Exactly. I don't understand. And the thing that really is worrying me so much, I looked at these internationals. We played in September, the very beginning. I think it was September the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, that the internationals were played. Yeah. We then played in October. We've now played in November. It's like they were desperate. Well, fair enough, the league's going to start late. So what we'll do is we're going to try and squeeze in as many internationals as we can. They're flying around when people are basically not allowed to. Why they're being allowed to fly around when there's a pandemic, and I do not know.
It's unbelievable.
I did say last week, I really am surprised, would be surprised if these Euros go ahead.
Oh, 100%. I can't see them going ahead. And another example, why have England been allowed to play this game? It's against Iceland. I haven't really looked into it much, but there's something to do with Denmark or something where they wasn't supposed to be allowed to play because of the rules. Why has football got the... Why do they get to have the priority to play this game? I don't get it. If nobody else can go around the world and do... and they can't abide by the laws, why should we? You know what I mean, in a way? Because it's like, and that's another thing. It's like, why was there so much urgency to play that game? Why couldn't they had a rest? And to be quite honest, right, and I bet you're the same as me, I'd rather not have any football for 2 weeks than watch these internationals and know that we'll have a decent... exactly. We're on here now when England are playing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I've never done one England watch along.
No.
Because it bores me. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This sounds really patriotic and not very, because we're England and we should be together, and I understand that. And will I watch England during the Euros, or will Cup? Yeah, of course I will, because I get behind my country.
Exactly.
But I will be honest, I am club before country every single time.
Yeah.
I am club before country. I've been to one England game before. I have been. Went down when they travelled around the country. I went to the Etihad and watched them play Iceland. So I wasn't really travelling. I went to the City's home game. And I found it boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found it
half of it is
boring. I didn't enjoy it. I found it a bit. And the other thing, and maybe it's me in terms of the City fan in me. I can't sit cheering on other players that I boo 99% of the time, and I don't want to cheer on. So maybe that's me and my thing. But I don't. Why are we playing all these internationals in 3 months, a space of 3 months, when they're playing every 3 days?
Oh, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's like, where's the rest? Like you said earlier, they're not robots. They're human beings. They need a rest. It's just like us on a Sunday. We train on a Thursday. We play on a Sunday. Even there's a lot of players that I know that pull up with tears and stuff. So how they expect grown men to, play 3 games in a week, and how many ever games it is in a month? It's crazy. It's like there was a stat. City had something like, we played before the international break. We played something like 5 games in 18 days or something stupid. How many it was. It's ridiculous. And even me and my dad were looking at the fixtures, and we expected maybe a week off for the Champions League, but it's just continuous, and it's getting ridiculous. It's like there's no rest at all.
Well, it made me laugh when they come out with this. You were in Europe. You got to the last stage of Europe, so you're going to start a week later. This week has made not a jot of difference.
No.
It hasn't.
No.
If this week had been over, we've rested everyone. It hasn't. It's not made no difference whatsoever.
No.
I mean, I'm going to jump into some comments, see what you guys think of this international saga. That's just, to me, is a joke. No person, why in the current climate with COVID around and countries going back into lockdowns, why would international friendlies go ahead? Exactly what Tom's just said. And I'll tell you what, 99% of these players don't want to be there.
No, 100% no. But the only reason they are there is because they're looking to the summer when the Euros are, so they can play for the country in the big competitions. And that's the only reason they're there. Because exactly.
Luis Ortiz has Sports Team Flamengo. No problem, buddy. Glad to have you on board. Naima Pep and Klopp were fuming after the game that most of the Cop because Trent got injured. Yeah, well, Trent got injured and they've now just lost Joe Gomez on international duty. In
training. How do you do that in training? I don't get it. Apparently there was nobody around him either, according to Southgate in his press conference.
No. Clueless. Dancy Martin, you don't think it benefits us? I think it means the 5 sub rule. We could take off Aguero, Sterling and Mahrez and bring on Jesus Bernardo with Ferran. Foden, another player. Our depth is amazing.
It's not when they're injured.
I'm going to bring this up tomorrow night in the Friday Night Social because I don't believe this squad depth is as strong as we think it all is. Sorry.
I completely agree with you on that. But obviously, We'll go into that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's a fallacy this, but I'm going to go into that tomorrow night. It's one of my questions to the panel.
Yeah.
Is our squad depth as big or as deep as what we think it is? Because there's a difference between being deep and having the quality. There's a big difference.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But he could have said squad depth maybe a year or two back when you had the likes of Vinny and David in, and and you had the rising stars and a younger Serge and everything. But not now. It's getting slightly on the smaller side of extra depth when you've got the fact that you have two keepers on the bench and vice versa every now and again.
Young kids.
Yeah. It's that's young kids in squad depth, is it?
Yeah, let's not put two keepers in squad depth.
No.
I get your point. Sunday was a cautious game, so Pep didn't want to mess the squad too much with subs. Then don't bitch and moan then about substitutions. You can't, Ocean, you cannot bitch and moan like he did at full time with Clark and strip Foden off and then don't even get him on the pitch. Sorry. That amazed me.
That was crazy. That was.
Well, Aki clearly hadn't warmed up properly. If he was off after 6 minutes, he shouldn't have no words. I appreciate that, Blue Art, but if you're off after 6 minutes, your hamstring's already tight. Your hamstring doesn't just. I've snapped my hamstring and I've snapped my calf. You don't just go. You know when you're gonna go. No.
It's like the other week when we were playing. It's like when we were playing the other week, I went up for a header and then made a tackle and I felt it twinge, so I went off for 20 minutes. Obviously, you can't do that. It's not like that.
No,
it's not like that in Premier League football. But
I love that.
It's class, isn't it? I went up for 20 minutes and then came back on. I was absolutely fine. It'd be good if they could do something like that. Maybe that's what they should introduce.
Tell you what, when I was a manager of Sunday League, I'd say that was the great, because you could, if you come off, have a fight, and you used to have like 10 subs, you're like, roll them off, 30 seconds each, keep them happy.
Exactly. And your coach goes before, you'll all get equal playtime, boys, don't worry. Then we wouldn't have anybody complaining about playtime then, because Pep could calculate
and
out.
2 minutes later, everyone's like, he's the best player. Yeah, he scored 5, he's staying on the pitch, you know what I mean? KDB got a foul in the first half Sunday at 15 minutes, and it was in his. Yes, I remember that. Wasn't the same after that. Didn't look comfortable. Yeah. Luckily enough, he's been rested tonight.
Yeah.
Or was it last night?
He was last night. He won't put in the squad, were he?
No. But I'd love to know if that was Martinez or whether that was KDB's doing.
Yeah.
Because I'd love some of these players to just have some balls and go, no thanks. And because I'll come on to this with you in a bit as well about internationals. I have got a question on that. Of all players Ireland had to concede to Harry Maguire, we haven't qualified for the World Cup 20. Yeah, Harry Maguire scored, that tells you all, mate. Ronaldinho is my idol, Brazil legend. He is, but again, 35. So, again, not squad depth. Sorry, not squad depth, 35. Jack Lee, good old Shea Given days.
He never got injured. Well, he did actually, didn't he? He broke his arm or whatever, his shoulder at Fulham or whatever he did.
People want to see a debut. Shea against Middlesbrough. Yeah. That was a debut.
It was.
Get rid of internationals for this season, I think. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. River Plate, yeah, what about them? I agree, Martin. Premier League asking a lot. These players, 3 games a week. They run an average 79 kilometres a game. Must take it out on these players. Of course it does.
I'm running 30. I'm running 65k in 13 days, so they should get on with it.
And then we've got to get into an ice bath.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And then go again 48 hours later, like we did after West Ham. I mean, Ollie had a great point. No, and don't say it's because Ollie Man United went to Everton.
Yeah,
it was 2 days after they played at Turkey.
Yeah,
so we're traveling and everything else down, and then they've got squad depth. They won 3-1, and he still said they shouldn't have played. So when teams lose, it's an excuse. Teams are winning and are still complaining about this.
Exactly, and there was on Sky Sports. There's a reporter that supports United, and he was over there, and he did an interview on Sky Sports, and And he even said he felt absolutely shattered. You know, he got back into the hotel room after all the stuff in Turkey at like 1:15. So the United will have been the same. There was only one flight in and out that day, and it would have been probably the same for United. And then by the time they get back, it wasn't even something that I think it wasn't even 24 hours by the time United got back. Obviously, I'm not too bothered because it's United and they won anyway. But for any team to turn over, recover within 24 hours of returning abroad, with the time difference and everything else, is ridiculous, isn't it? It is ridiculous.
Absolute joke. Hard. I agree with Martin. Points spot on. See, I
Don't agree with me. Don't agree with me. I'm agreeing with you for most of it.
Sorry, mate. Who are you? Why are you here? At the minimum bringing 5 subsystem. I think we might see that next season.
Yeah.
Just remember, though, it was the Premier League clubs who voted this out.
Yeah, exactly.
The clubs voted not to do this. So maybe they've got themselves to blame here with this. Just a little bit. International is important to us Brazilians, which brings me on to my point. International football, does it still hold the prestige that it once did?
If we asked other people from other countries, they might tell us different, might they? You know, there's a lot of different internationals that enjoy it because it's a big occasion, you know, because maybe their leagues in professional football aren't as big as others. Maybe we're looking at because we're lucky to have so many different people from different places in our team. So as many other Premier League teams to see that. If you're looking at, you know, but it's not just us, is it? You know, there's loads of internationals and other clubs around the world in France, Germany, Spain, Italy. You know, there's so many injuries. And with COVID going on as well, that's another bonus because to add on to the bad list, because you named quite a few players in that list that were out with COVID. Kai Havertz, another big player. So never mind COVID. Exactly. Never mind COVID. The biggest problem in all of this, which stopped football in the first place, the fact that they have to keep going everywhere isn't going to help stopping the spread of COVID, is it? No. You know, we've been with one set of players and then the next. Like, for example, Bernardo, Cancelo, Ruben Dias, with Ronaldo, when he got tested for COVID, and then came straight back without even knowing he'd tested positive and mingled with the rest of the squad. Luckily, there wasn't a positive test out of those 3. But if there was, what would that mean for us? And there should be a quarantine rule, but there isn't enough time to do that because as soon as they come back from them, I think it'll be next Thursday, we're playing Spurs on Saturday night. So, you know what I mean? It's 48 hours, isn't it? It's ridiculous. There's not even any time to quarantine. There's enough time to get them tested, but from that point, there's no guarantee that they won't get any symptoms 2 days afterwards anyway. Then they could look for example, that guy who played for Croatia last night. Vida. Is it Vida? He took a picture with Modric at the start of the game, had his arm around him, smiling with the ball, put it on the Croatia's Twitter page. Half time, he got subbed off. He's got COVID. But Modric doesn't have to self-isolate.
That's what makes me laugh. They can't shake hands at the start.
No. But they can all look at each other at the end.
It makes no sense. You can't shake hands, but you can jump all over each other when you score a goal. Sorry. You're just defeating the old bloody object of it.
Exactly. And at the start of it all, you know, you saw the managers do the elbow and maybe the fist bump.
Yeah, that's gone.
It's just hugs now. Yeah, it's just back to normal. Yeah, because they all think because they get tested, it's fine.
Yeah. Andy's on.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I missed it. Missed it. Rush Stanley to the vet. I'm like, dickhead, what? Stood on his leg. Thankfully, no damage. Just got home and he sat on my knee. Are you got a lifetime thing at that vet at the minute? And I have just got a picture of Andy and Stanley watching.
Oh, good.
Andy swapped his season ticket from the Etihad to the vet. He's now got a season ticket at the vet. So I hope you get your money's worth.
I wonder if they charge overpriced. I wonder if he gets a free program or something with his membership.
Yeah, find a fight at the vet, mate. I think Wembley got goal. Did that get the go ahead?
Yeah, it did today. That's what I was on about earlier. Why was that given the go ahead, even though with laws and stuff that Denmark, because they're coming from Denmark, so they're not technically not supposed to be allowed in without quarantining for 2 weeks or whatever it is, or 48 hours. So that's another example of why does this have to be played? I don't get it.
The next couple of weeks, I agree with John. Andy Blooming, so glad Stanley's all right. Ireland fan here, dread internationals and I'm club before country. Charlie Everett, good evening. International fans are utter useless when they have the Nation Leagues in a couple of days. Blue out, I'm with you, mate. I'm interested in England only when they get to the finals. That's when I become an England fan. Yeah. Sorry, I just can't get behind it at the minute. Let's get rid of internationals this season. The only time I get excited about international when Ireland beat Italy in the Euros 4 years ago. Yeah, I've got you, selfie, mate. I have got it. The way the matches are stacked together, says Ante, won't surprise me if we get twice the amount of injuries across the whole league. The players are getting too much asked of them. Yeah. And then you've got the spread of COVID going on. It's a joke. Robert Robertson, hello. How are you, buddy? Andy, good article on Gabby by Tim Bickert. Is he really a striker? That's because he plays wing for Brazil. Just off my Xbox. I hate pacey players on FIFA. I don't mind FIFA at the minute. Not doing too bad. Did you hear what Cruz was saying about the international break? No, I haven't actually. So, DP, you want to fill me in? Give the stream a thumbs up, everyone. Yes, please hit the like button and hit that subscribe button, guys. If we're getting lots of injuries, then fans on the youth play should play. Fans?
Yeah.
Does that say fans should play?
Yeah. I'd stick in centre back with Ruben Diaz if they needed me to. Absolutely no worries if Laporte gets injured again.
Oh.
If they need me, I'm passionate. I'd wear the badge on my sleeve with pride, and I'd get stuck in. Just put it up again.
The league is not the same as total pampered and medical supervision. Well, my point is we're trying to make Blue out. This medical supervision is not helping them.
No.
There's more injuries than ever before at the minute. So tell me how it's helping them.
There's less injuries in Sunday League.
Green, orange, and red. How many players are in red right now? I want to know. I don't care how much you get paid. It's an impossible task. Exactly.
Yeah.
What is that girly watch? Excuse me, man.
Let's have a look.
My watch is not girly.
Oh God, it is, isn't it? What brand is it?
It's only a cheap one. It's only a nice watch.
Oh, fair enough. Barbie.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. One of those ones in a Big Mac. In a Happy Meal. Yeah. One of those ones.
I mean, it's cheap, but it wasn't that cheap.
Oh, sorry then. We're a Big Mac then. Sorry.
Yeah. Some people say I'm a horrible person, but I believe they are just jealous that they can't kick a pigeon as far as me. He had to get the joke in somewhere. He just had to do it. These players are still only human, not machines. Exactly. I'm going to try and catch up with some of your comments now. We prefer international than club. Yeah, I understand that, mate. But your clubs, as much the passionate, because you've got Flamengo and you've got who's the other one over there beginning with V in Brazil? What's the Brazilian team beginning with V? There's Palmeiras. I can't think of it.
I'll find out for you.
The one that Mario played for.
Somebody might get comments quicker than I get the Brazilian league.
Get the comments quicker. There was one beginning with V in Brazil, and I can't remember what they are. It's not the Premier League, though, is my point, but
Vasco da Gama.
There you go.
It's Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama, and there was someone else. I can't remember who it was. Kind of happy Laporte isn't gone. Yeah, what I mean, I'll go into that as well. Deschamps has explained why Laporte has not been picked. We had the greatest player in Pele, but World Cup means everything to us. You did. You had Pele. Times have changed. That's my point. The successful nations like successful clubs like the internationals because they win, obviously. Yeah, but then that's at you, mate. Please give a thumbs up, guys, and subscribe. Zaba never got injured much and played twice in 40 hours. Name my dog Zaba. Yeah. That's one thing. I'd plays a bit mad-arsey now. Are we in the mad-arse sort of territory now? Are players like Zaba, Otamendi? No, people are now screaming at the TVs, Otamendi. What do you mean, Otamendi? Oh, what do you think? Are players just a bit more mad now?
Yeah, they are. They are. There's so many. It's one of them, innit? We don't know really, but a lot of people are out there. A lot of players are. They are. I don't know what else to say about that. To be fair, it's hard, isn't it?
Because that's what people will say.
Yeah, because
mentality's changed.
Players have changed. Players have changed, older to younger, younger to older. You know, it all changes. But Otamendi's a legend, as Sir Alan will tell you.
Listen, my point about Otamendi is not his ability. I'm sorry, his attitude. Otamendi would get his head busted open, put his bandage around his head, and walk on the pitch.
You know, I always thought that. I always thought that of him. And
I got laughed at once when I compared him to Zaba. I wasn't comparing him to Zaba for his ability. I compared him to Zaba for his warrior-like attitude.
Oh, he's here now. He's here. He is. He's heard his name. It must be an alarm. He's here. But the hell, where's he come from?
Oh, get me on, get me on, get me on. Get me on the screen. Get me on the screen.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
The funny thing is that Croatian game was continued.
Yeah, it was as well. That's how crazy it was. It can mix with all them lot, gets told to go home, but they can still play the next 45 minutes, Martin. That's absolutely fine.
Can you go home? You've got COVID. The rest of you stay out there and have a game.
Keep going. Enjoy the football.
You see how crazy we've got.
It's crazy.
£44 this week for 3 visits. You ever thought maybe you've just got a bit of a, what's the word? You got a really funny dog. Just stop standing on his feet. What are you doing? England had 11 shots in 1 half.
I know. It makes sense.
What's wrong. We're getting the updates as we go along.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense now why Andy's done that. Because he's practicing for centre-back just in case Ruben Diaz gets injured. I'm replacing Laporte. He's replacing Ruben Diaz. It makes sense.
Am I replacing Pep?
Yeah. Just we'll lose to West Ham. Oh, we've already played them. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Is there international... I beat Man U. Is there international football going on? Hate international football. Yeah. Blue Art, Andy's got a membership to the vet because he knows the receptionist. Nudge. She good looking. She fit. Well, Blue Art. Andy, send me a picture of this receptionist. Let me have a look. I'll play goalkeeper for City. Oh, God, there's going to be a lineup in a bit of everyone coming in, having a game. Let me have a look. Scotland just scored. Really, I get it. Martin with his Ben 10 watch. Excuse me. Ben 10. I'll even tell you how much it was if you want. It was 80 quid, not Ben 10.
Oh, was it the 10 Ben watch? The knockoff version. Right.
You take from State Martin, mate. That's why his channel cheers me up. Oh, so the piss taken out of me. You like?
That's brilliant. Oh, God.
It is Santos. Knew it. I told you it was. No, begin with V, not
You
S.
said V.
Yeah, I'm going to find out what that is with V.
There isn't
someone's woken up.
There isn't another team in the Brazilian league beginning with V other than that Vasco da Gama or whatever they're called.
There he goes. Otamendi, who cares? He was rubbish. You talk rubbish. So what?
What is that picture, though? If his picture, what is that? What a legendary picture that is.
Hey.
That is legendary.
Tell you something. Coming close. No one else can hear this. Alan likes the Brazilians.
Does he?
The Brazilian dancers, shall we say. Told us last night. I'll tell you off air the rest of it.
Yeah, all right.
Gets on here. Just glad to hear Stanley's better than it. Yeah, that's what matters, buddy. Otamendi was brilliant in 2014 and 17 because he's world class. Because he had a world class player alongside him in King Company.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I agree in a way, and I don't, because I agree because of course it helps you having a good player next to you. But as I've said about Laporte, look at Garcia. When Garcia was next to Laporte, doesn't mean Garcia was a great defender. Laporte was doing two people's jobs because he was having to cover him and then cover anybody else making mistakes. So I do get it, and I'm a bit not really. How long is Aki out for, Abda? Don't know. That hasn't actually been said, has it?
No, not yet. They haven't confirmed it until he gets back to Manchester. He's getting back to Manchester today, wasn't he? For scans tomorrow, apparently.
Oh, Chris has given it away. Sir Alan has a new lady boyfriend. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Lady boyfriend.
Are you scared for the Spurs game?
You'll find out. You'll find out in the Spurs preview.
In your dreams.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Somebody else. I've just had a sentiment. In your dreams, sunshine. Carry on. I'll tell you in a minute.
My vet image sent. All right, yeah. I can see it being a very tough game. I can do. Spurs come with a different they come with a different game. It's Mourinho with some world class players who play defensive and counter attack football. And they're quite high up in the table. They're above us in the table, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not necessarily nervous. I'm not necessarily worried. I'm excited for another good game, like I was hoping from the Liverpool, but it obviously didn't really turn out like that. But yeah, hopefully it's a good game and we can get the 3 points so we can move up the table a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to sort of just finish up onto this. I'll tell you, Nathan Ackers did give a little bit of an update on his injury. He did describe his injury as frustrating after lasting only 6 minutes. He did start at left back. This was in the friendly I'm said against Spain last night. Did pick up his early hamstring, but he has pledged to be back in action soon, saying on his social media, was on Twitter, frustrating night, hope to be back soon. So Aki will now return to City, where the extent of the hamstring will be looked at. And I think that just depends on the grade of tear of things, whether it is a full tear or whether it's just a strain, maybe. We don't know. That's the big thing at the moment. We just don't know what kind of a hamstring is.
Exactly.
I am going to bring up now, Tom. Didier Deschamps has come out and explained why Aymeric Laporte keeps getting overlooked for France.
Here we go. I heard this. No, I hadn't.
Kurt Zouma got called up for France and played instead of him, believe it or not. And they got beat by Finland 2-0. Hey, things happen, don't they? But the 26-year-old has only been called up for the squad on only 4 occasions without making the bench, but he had to pull out the last time he was selected in 2019 after suffering a lateral meniscus injury that ruled him out from watching the season, which was last year that we know about. Following the recovery after a lengthy injury in the sideline, Laporte has been back to his best, but it's still not been enough to recall a call-up by Didier Deschamps. Now, he has gone on to say, there's competition everywhere, he said in a pre-match press conference. Kurt has been with us for a while. He's been called up many times, but he hasn't played that much. If I pick him, it's because I think he's better than other people because of what he's doing at Chelsea. So Didier Deschamps is saying that Kurt Zouma right now is playing better than Aymeric Laporte.
Wow.
Went on to say he had a few injuries in a row, but now he's been very fit for a while He's calm, so he's here. If you're asking me why I picked those 4 central defenders, I have to choose. We have 3 games in 9 days. Now, listen to that point. 3 games in 9 days.
Wow.
That's at international level.
Mad. Absolutely
And people
crazy.
are telling me there's not a problem. For me, there is a big, big problem. But yeah, that's why Emmett Laporte's not been playing.
Pretty crazy. And then you've got Varane. Then you've got Varane who comes on, who had an absolute mare against us, and hadn't been playing well for Madrid, but can still get in. It's crazy. It is crazy. I understand why Zuma's going because he's a good player, but why the hell has Laporte not got in there? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And the one time he puts him in, he gets injured, which is Laporte's luck, poor lad. That is his luck. But there's Benjamin Mendy who gets in every time he's fit. He gets in every time he's fit, Mendy, no matter what. And there's Laporte who's far better than Mendy, but still doesn't get in. It's ridiculous.
There you go. Didn't realise he was trying to get in someone else's pouch, the cheeky devil. Then the winding Allen up because he's got a new friend. Got a bigger Adam's apple than me. I will be in the men's gallery tonight.
Hey.
Sean Fogarty, I was more nervous for the Liverpool game last Sunday than for the Spurs game. I'm more nervous for the Spurs game than I am that. Funnily enough, I am.
Same.
Because it's away, I think.
Yeah.
Great stream, guys. Thank you very much. Skipping the bus kangaroo. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this will get Andy and Chris going.
Hey.
We're going to talk about him tomorrow. Riyad Mahrez on the Friday Night Social. We're going to have a little debate on Riyad Mahrez. And I'm really going to get down on Chris.
Right, lads. So, just everybody that's watching, just so you know, there's going to be a debate between Chris and Martin. So, if we say it's going to be done by 11, make sure you stay up till about 1:30, because it will go on for much longer.
Not bad. Cheeky. Right now, I'm happy Laporte isn't on. See, I'm happy, so I can't really complain. I am happy he's not there.
Yeah, good old Deschamps. What a legend.
Yeah, I do like Didier Deschamps at the moment. Not going to lie, but I think Laporte is on a whole different level to Zuma. Well, Noah, well done, mate. Congratulations. You win a gold star. You don't need to be Pep Guardiola to realise that, buddy.
Well done, pal.
I totally agree with you. Zuma better than Eric. Deschamps has always been the water carrier, garbage manager. So you don't want him to leaves them, mate?
No, thank you. I don't want him. It's just boring.
Says it all international football. Henderson come on in goal, not played at all. Game all season. Yeah. Amazing, mate. Has Foden gone? Please tell me Foden's not on the pitch. Don't want that. Zuma is class. It's just Laporte doesn't suit his style of play. Oh, come on, Luis. Do me a favour. Love your dedication to this channel.
Thank you.
Is Alan coming on tomorrow?
We'll see.
I've been good this week. I'm not going to talk to myself. I hope no City players play internationals at all so they don't get injured. Alan, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. Laporte is phenomenal. He doesn't suit his style. You can't use someone who doesn't suit your style. Mate, he's one of the best centre-backs in the country. Give over.
Foden ain't on, by the way.
Pardon?
Foden ain't on yet. He's not come on.
Good. Keep it that way. Yeah, I got a gold star. See, he's after. I'm not Mahrez. What's to say? He's garbage, full stop. Out for me to say, bored off Clowney.
Well said, Chris. Well said.
See you later.
Oh, he's been blocked.
I blocked him. He's just gone for 5 minutes.
Brilliant.
Deschamps is thinking about our injury problems. Who won't start? Yeah. Pep's giving me back one of them, proud brown envelopes that we seem to give around. Jesus is better on the wing for us than striker. I'm not having that debate tonight. I'm not going down that road. No. But I'm with you, Luis, on that one. As good as Laporte has been in the last few games, he still needs to run in the team to get back where he was before his big injury. Yeah. Do you guys see the 25 best footballers? Henderson was in the list. Jordan Henderson was in that list.
Yeah.
Someone's having a laugh.
Having a giggle out.
About Mahrez from dressing room and rest of the players. I don't know. That was story was brought by Sam Lee, so I don't know.
You believe Sam Lee? You like Sam Lee?
Chris, yeah, you're going out because he's cheeky. Do you think his team going to get in the future sign? I hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
That week, but I doubt it very much. Doubt it. We are playing at Wembley yet. We are wearing blue and Islander in white. More proved monies, and we are. Wow, we're at Wembley and we're playing in the away kit because they want to sell it. Say hi to the kids to me, Chris. Be great to see you guys on there too. Listen, anytime, but they might not like our honest opinions on it. We might like go, yo, you're crap, get off. What are you doing? Foden not on, guys, saving for the big important games. Yeah, like Spurs at the weekend. Next week. Say you have 16 injuries this season, Dip is 15 injuries. Exactly. What I'll do is now, we're going to finish up in a minute. I will go through that list again.
Yeah.
For you. For anyone who come late. Arsenal quite lucky at the moment. They've only got 4 out. Martinelli, Mane, Chambers. Villa, quite okay at the minute. They've only got Tom Heaton out and Courtney House and Bertrand Traore. Now we're getting into it. Brighton and Hove Albion have got David Prosper out, Jose Izquierdo. That name. Ali Reyes, Jahan Bakash.
Yeah, I'm back.
There. Solly March, Lewis Dunk, and Florin Adund. Burnley have got Phil Bardsley out with COVID, Ben Mee, thigh. Goodmanson is out with a calf. Jack Coke's out with an ankle. Eric Peters is out with a calf.
You'd love being a Burnley fan because the names at the side are so easy to understand.
Didn't have a clue. Chelsea have got Christian Pulisic out with a hamstring. Billy Gilmore knee, but Kai Havertz is out with COVID. Crystal Palace have got James Tompkins thigh, Mitchell knock, James McCarthy thigh, Gary Cahill calf, Nathan Ferguson knee, Joel Ward groin, Wayne Harrison don't know what it is, but he's out. Connor Wickham undisclosed again. Everton, this is where it really does show because Everton were top of the league until this happened. James Rodriguez groin, Braithwaite ankle, Andre Gomez knee, Seamus Coleman thigh, Ben Godfrey thigh, Richarlison suspended, Mason Holgate ankle, Jean-Philippe Gbamin calf. Leeds, Rafinha ankle, he's out. Calvin Phillips shoulder, Diego Loriente groin, Barreida knee, Forshaw groin, and Rodrigo, their big signing, scorer against us, COVID out. Listen to this. If you are late to the party, Johnny Evans back, Soyuncu adductor, Castanga thigh, Pereira knee, Wilfred Ndidi groin, Daniel Amata thigh. So Leicester have got the whole back line out nearly.
Yeah.
Liverpool have now got Diego Jota out, Joel Matip, Joe Gomez is out, Thiago's out, Van Dijk is out, Oxlade-Chamberlain is out, and Fabinho is out. We've got Aguero, Mendes, Fernandinho, Ake, and God knows, I'm telling you now, if we're not careful, KDB's going on the list.
Yeah, he is.
And I could go on and on and on and on. United have got Telles out, and they've got all sorts out. This is not Tottenham. I forgot to say this. They've got Tanganga, the young lad who came through who came to Providence through the Amazon Prime documentary, shall we say. Eric Lamela is out. Regulon is out. Serge Aurier is out. It really is a long list. And people, these are, like I said earlier on, are not little injuries. These are big players that are out. These are not sort of fringe players. These are the big boys that are going out. So it just tells you utter madness. What I'm going to do now is wrap up. Tom, do you want to say anything before you leave?
No, other than I've just, as we've been on stream, hit £1,000. So I can't believe it. My uncle was the one who just got it over the line. So yeah, thank you to Uncle John for donating just to get it to that. And thank you to everybody that's donated. It's been an absolutely brilliant to see how many people have supported me in my challenge. Obviously, you, Martin, I know Alan's donated. So thank you to you guys as well. So yeah, just hit £1,000. So when I made that video on Sunday, my target was £300. So I'd never have thought I'd hit £1,000 by Thursday night. 4 days later, 3 days it's been up. So, I can't believe it. So thank you to everybody who supported me, and fingers crossed we can get the challenge done next week, the 65k. I'll keep everybody updated, obviously, as we're going through it.
Dupe says if Martin was on, we're not really here. He will be judging Stones and Tom will be roasting Edison.
No, I'd be supporting Cancelo. Just forget Edison now.
That's why Foden coming on for England. Gotta go now. Take care, guys. Going for breakfast now with the Brazilians.
Way.
Going having a bit of meat and two veg. Man City on TV, have a good one. Ocean Range. Take care, Anda. Yeah, guys, we're going to start going now as well. Yeah, we just wanted to come and have a chat with you about internationals. They really are pointless, aren't they? They are in my head. They really, really are. But thank you, Tom and Martin. Great show. Always cheer me up. Enjoy your comments and opinions. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Mind your step, Anda. See you later, pal. I've got injured. Listen to all them injuries. Martin's wrapping up, guys, so go and get a brew.
Oh, dear.
Evening, guys. Leicester can win the Premier League again. Not with your injury list, mate. I just read your injury list now. You haven't got a back line anymore. Don't go, guys. The England game is dire. What, is Eric Dyer on? Bye, Anda. And then Sean is saying good night. Guys, thank you for joining us. Please hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. We are back tomorrow evening at 10 o'clock with the Friday Night Social. I ain't going to tell you what's on it, but we've got a long, long list. And it just keeps growing. And we're going to get bigger. We're going to get better. Please. And as Tom says, please help him. The links are in the description to his GoFundMe page and his Just Giving page. You want to tell him again before we leave, Tom?
Yeah, so it's 65k in memory of my granddad. Every K was a year that he was dementia free, and all money is going to Alzheimer's research. If you want to donate under £5, the Just Giving page is for that, and the GoFundMe page is for anything above £5. Well, either are for any donation, but with GoFundMe and the minimum amount, the Just Giving page goes slightly lower in how much you can give. So I understand COVID and everything at the moment. Money's tight for a lot of people. So if £1, £2, it would mean so much. So yeah, thank you.
Yep, there you go, guys. Thank you, Martin. Keep that lucky glass for the next game. I will. See you, mate.
Legend.
Digne plays over Mendep. Yep, all time, mate. Don't disagree with you there. Leicester can win the league. Needs a defence, though. Yeah, because they're all out injured at the moment, mate. Thanks, Tom and Martin. So pleased to hear good news about your fundraising, Tom. Take care, lads. Take care, Blues. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely, lovely evening. We're back tomorrow with the Friday Night Social at 10 o'clock, and then we'll be back on Sunday with the latest installment in our Empty series. Come and see you. Join us in the MTC. But we're back tomorrow with the Friday Night Social with a few guests, a few friends. But take care. I'm with you still.
Have you seen that?
I'm going to wrap him up.
Yeah.
Wait until tomorrow. I'm going to make me wrapping up about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It's what I'm trying to get him to do. He won't bloody go. Guys, have a great evening. Take care. Thank you to Tom. And as always, of the Blues. See you later, guys.
See you guys.